Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. This is our live session on 10/19/2018, and let's get right into the charts, guys. So what we're looking at today is the SPY. We had a nice pop up here. We started shorting the SPY up in this area. Our average price, let's see here. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to keep an eye on it. We're still in an Apple trade here, guys. We covered half of that as well. Got out of that one. But the SPY trade worked really well for us, hitting resistance here, and then at the 750 retrace, and of course at the 279 even number up here. We averaged in, came right back down, pulled it all off, half off here, half off at gap fill down in this area. Popped again, came right back down again. So that was something to watch for. Guys, if you're new to the room, I haven't done one of these live sessions in a long time. Just punch up a symbol, let me look at it, and just tell me what you want to do with the stock, or if you're in it long or short, don't really care. We'll do analysis on it to take a look at to see which way any of these stocks will go. Doesn't matter to me, guys. So, all right, so SPY holding gap fill down in this area, in this 2608 area. If you look at the 60-minute chart right here, we have a Fibonacci from this low at 270.33, and we carry the fib, let me bring this over here, all the way to the highs over here at 281.18. So that's something to look at there. So right now we're holding the 50% retrace, and we're trying to get back above the 50 MA on the 60-minute chart or the hourly chart, and hold the 382 retrace as this thing comes down. So that's something to watch for as well. But a little bit of selling came in here. We do have 86 million on the day, so you got to watch out for that. Volume is a little bit high going into the last half of the trading day on Friday, and options X, guys. So that's something to look at too. So, all right, let's go to, we had an Apple trade. We took that earlier today. We pulled off half down in this area, retraced back up to the 220. We added again. We just pulled off half again of Apple as a day trade. We also traded PayPal today as well. That was another good one too. Took it off a little bit too early, but that was okay. It was on earnings, so when we took this trade, we caught it at 86. I think it was 86.13. Yeah, so we took the trade 86.13, almost picked it off by the, by about 4 cents, guys, 4 cents off the top. Pulled back, we covered half at 85.40. So we took, what was it, 60 something cents, and the last half at 85.15. So when it was coming back right here, we just took it off and said, thank you very much. We usually cover, or I do, and the rest is history, keeps going. So if any of my members held on to this, they had a nice little trade here off of PayPal. A little bit of a, I wouldn't call it a topping tail, but you had some bears come in here and push this thing down. But once we went over the 86 even number, and this is the other reason why we took this trade, we had the 200 MA right here, which was a nice area to take a scalp trade here. Even number, first hit the 200 MA in a, in a while, guys. So when it kissed that, as a day trader or as a scalper, you got to take that trade. So boom, we're in and out. Now it's holding the double bottom here off the first candle. Let's see if it could crack through that 83.40. If it could get through 83.40, guys, this one will possibly go lower. So watch for that one. All right, so we're still in the Apple trade. Scalp trade, did it twice, pulled it back, half off down here, added again, half out again. This thing pulls back to the lows, 217.50 again. We'll be out of that day trade too. So we took the SPY today. We took PayPal today. We added more to our PM. That was a short trade from yesterday, and that one's on earnings. So we're going a little bit lighter on that because earnings, guys, it's a 50-50 shot that things can go up and down. And then PayPal, we're already out of that one. That one's continuing down. But let's look at PM. PM's fine as long as it stays under the 200 MA on the daily chart, so which is right at 89.54. So if it goes up a little bit more, not a big deal. But markets start to sell, this one should come down a little bit more. So. All right, guys, a couple people watching here. Haven't done one of these in a long time, so trying to get more members. Oh, wait a second here. All right, let's see here. All right, so So this was PM, just kind of grinding along. We had the up move on the earnings, just holding off, trying to get to this high at the 89.54 area. Guys, if you want me to look at a symbol, just punch it in. We'll go through it. If you're in a swing trade or looking to do something with the trade, just tell me you want to go long or short. We'll take a look at support and resistance on the charts. All right, let's see here. It seems like it's not. I want to put this in here. Yeah, it's still lagging a little bit. Trying to fix that, guys. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm lagging about by 5 seconds here, which sucks. I was in a live session earlier with my members, and the lagging time wasn't that bad. But what are you going to do? I'll have to shut maybe some more windows down and take it from there. So, guys, if you're new to the room, just punch in a symbol. We'll take a look at it long or short, live action, or if you're looking at getting into a long or short trade, options, doesn't matter to me. We were long for a little bit down in here. We bought some calls and shorted some puts. Once the SPY, if you look at this one, once the SPY was knocking out in this area, guys, we were buying calls and shorting puts on a certain six stocks. That's what we did here. And pretty much one day got the hell out of everything. And then, of course, it went up a little bit more. But if you look at this section here, guys, here's your big trend line that we've been following. You were right back up into it the other day on that 500-point rally, and boom, right back down. Still holding the 200, which is okay. Amazon's for today's close. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, Amazon, look at that. So you had this trend line here, it broke up, retested the highs, and bam, right down with the markets. Everything's a market trade, Arthur. You know, if the markets continue to go lower, Amazon will break down and start going lower. Next area for Amazon will be the gap fill right here at around 17.18. But if it does not hold the low of the day, which is 17.53.71, or the low of this candle here on the 60-minute, 17.36, that's the area where we could fall to if the markets or the SPY starts to pull back. That's going to be the trade, guys. Everything's a market trade. SPY pulls back, everything's going. Just like Apple we did today. When we took the short on Apple, we started adding right here, right around the 220 area, knowing that 220.51 would be the next area, and then, of course, the 221 even number gap fill up here. So we knew we had to add a little bit if we had to, but as the markets were going higher, Apple was trying. Markets started pulling back, or the SPY started pulling back. What do you think happened? Everything. Even Apple was coming in when the SPY was coming in. That's it. It's a market trade, guys. Period. So Amazon, if the SPY sells, we will probably, AMZN. If Amazon continue, I mean, look at that. As the SPY was dumping, what was happening? SPY starts to catch a little bid. What does Amazon do? Start catching a bid. SPY pulls back again. Amazon goes lower. So we're really timing this one with the SPY, guys, as a market trade. But if you look at the if you look at the daily chart, guys, we're getting a little bit weak on this thing. Only thing that could save it would be earnings, guys. Earnings report coming up. That's what you're going to be looking at. So give me a second here, guys. Hold on here. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. SPY comes down. This is all coming in. SPY stays, stays right here, and does not keep moving lower. This will catch a bid. So you're looking at this area. SPY sells, you're going to crack 17.53. SPY stays buoyant and does nothing, then we'll probably grind up a little higher. So just be careful in these markets, guys. This is down sideways on the daily action, so this can start to fall. 16.56 would be my first target on the daily, which would be the 200 MA. But again, guys, it's still all about the earnings, and it's all about the SPY, where that goes. IWM is very important as well. You got to watch that one. So let's see here. Netflix. Yeah, the SPY's looking a little bit weak today, but we are catching a bid there. Netflix, though, gosh, earnings. Everybody got sucked in on that one. We actually shorted this one on earnings right off a gap fill, right off the 618. I got about $7 out of it, and look at this thing. Gosh, I wish I would have held it. My man, just Netflix scares me, guys. When this thing's pounding, next thing you know, you're at 430, and it's like, wow, all-time highs. So we had the short on the earnings day. We got in, got out, said thank you very much. We're taking our positions a little bit smaller, a little bit just more selective on these. We're picking on the earnings plays on the gaps up and trying to catch the short, or even the gap down, trying to find the long trade as well. I don't really care, long or short. Doesn't matter to me, guys. But Netflix as a whole, oh man, we had a nice run here. Just as well as everything pretty much did. Markets just kept going. Had a nice pullback to a retrace to the highs. Then boom, look at that, lights out. Catches a bid probably on some news. Comes right back in, right back down. Catches the low at 300 bucks, 311 here. Little bit of consolidation. This up down action will become support. You had good support right. I thought for sure the 200 MA. I was waiting for that for a long. Never made it. Went right back up. Retraced to the 618. Right back down. Nice pop up. Nice pop down again, guys. So you have to watch out for Netflix, guys. If you're long in this one up in here, the markets have to go up. Period. If the markets remain weak, everything's going lower, guys. It's a market trade at this point. I want to look at the monthly on Netflix. Yeah, see, 250, guys. Netflix. This thing starts giving it up. 250, and I wouldn't doubt 158. I don't care how good it is. When you get the Eiffel Tower like this, straight up, it's going to go straight back down. These moves take a little bit longer on the high flyers, but this is something you got to watch for, guys. This goes down, look out. This is an extended monthly chart. Look at the yearly chart on this thing. Look at that. That's just flat out ridiculous, guys. This one, when the markets come in, this one will fall. So if you are long Netflix, just be careful. If you're short, enjoy the ride. So far, so good. Gosh, we picked this one right off the top, too. I think we were in at around 379. Right up in this area. Man. And boom, down it goes. So, guys, if you're new to the room, haven't done a live stream in a long time, punch up a symbol. We'll take a look at it. We're looking at Netflix right now. If you're long, just beware. It's got to hold this, the gap filled down in here, around 322, and it's got to hold this bottom pivot here, 311. If it does not hold that, it will be going lower, period. So 311 cracks, it's going down. Markets sell, it's going to even bring it down even more. So watch for that one. What else, guys? Anything else? But let's go back to the SPY, or let's go to the IWM, guys. This is the one I've been really keeping an eye on. And daily charts, when this thing started leading the way down, we were like, uh-oh, IWM leads. You better watch out. SPY and everything's going to follow. This did exactly what I thought it was going to do. Then we got the pop-up. And then we got the retrace, got Kramer going, time to buy, you have to get in, and then they slam it right back down to the lows. If this cracks the 3 or 152, 151.99 area, you better look out, guys. Tighten those stops, especially if you're long. Let's go to the bigger time frame. Yeah, I mean, we can easily go to 142 and then 133 down in here. You start getting long red candles like this, guys. We got a little bit of a pause. Next week, we could get the sell on again. And then look out for this pivot, 147, 150 area, then 142. And if it really starts to rumble, we're going right to 133, guys, period. My first target on the IWM was hit. That was the 200 MA, and here we go. We're cratering now. You got all the MAs. We're in a bearish position on the charts here, or stance, which I always call it, below the 200, the 20, and the 50. That's a bearish stance, guys. We're getting the beat down on this stock. Technical damage was done, so be very, very careful in this one, all right? Looks like I'm getting paused out on my, let's see, I'm going to cancel out of Twitter. What else here? All right, guys, so that's the IWM. Watch for that. What else? Other ones. Let's see. We're still in Apple. Apple's looking all right. We went back into it. And Apple too. I mean, look at this daily chart. Long inside bar, just chopping around. This is setting up for lower prices as well. We have a couple guys out there saying SPY 300. Not close. 294, and then boom, straight down, guys. Right down to the next one. So, gosh, I'm still lagging on the on my time here, which is fine. I was doing a live session with my members earlier, and we were actually, the lagging time wasn't that bad. This one, we're still about 10 seconds behind, it looks like. So I'm going to have to see what I have to adjust on this one. Maybe close some windows down. I got a lot of stuff running on this computer. It's a heavy duty trading computer, but still, when I'm running, you know, a bunch of stuff, I'm running some another computer, running all my level 2s and all that good stuff. So all right, guys, if you're new to the room, punch up a symbol. Let me know if you want to go long or short. If you're in a trade stuck in one, we'll look at for support, resistance, see if I can help you out here. So SPY, guys, a little bit of selling coming in again. Let's go back to the 10-minute. Little bit. I mean, we had a nice retrace into this inside bar. This is where if you wanted to go short again, this is where you take it. See if we could pull back to the lows. We are out of our SPY trade today. The only trade we're in right now is PM and Apple, half of Apple. If Apple pulls back down, we're going to take the rest of that one off too. These were quick day trades in and out. And PM, though, PM, I like this one. We don't have a swing trade, just a day trade on this one. We took it yesterday. Small positions. I told my members, Carvana, what do you think of that? What's the symbol for that one? Give me the symbol for that Harrison 79. We'll take a look at that one. But again, guys, everything's a market trade. SPY goes down, everything's going down. Don't care. So we're in this one. As long as it holds the 200 MA, we should be fine. If it does crack this area and start popping up, I have room to add a little bit more. I don't know if, you know, it is a kind of a beat down name if you look at it. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, I mean, you got an inside bar, you got the retrace, you got a little W pattern too. So this one could possibly pop to 92 here on the bigger time frame, but it still has to stay above the 87.38 area. CVNA. So watch for this one. That's not bad. 122. Look at that. Another high flyer, guys. Everyone laughs when I'm doing the high flyers. Look at this one, extended from the 20, big time. Look at that. Hits the 20, stalls out, goes down. Where does it go, guys? Right to this area of support. So we could get a little bit of a dead cat bounce. And then I think, though, this thing's coming right in and it's going to roll over again. SPY and everything goes. It's going to be lights out for this one. So, all right, let's look at CVNA. CVNA. Wow, what a ass kicking here. Monthly chart, high flyer. Gosh, I wish that would have been a great short, guys. When this thing gets extended, we have no 20 MA here, but wow, are you long in this one? First time here. Hey, what's up, Todd? Glad to have you. I'm going to be doing a little bit more of these live sessions. I do them with my members on StockBookie.com. I'm going to do them a little bit more on the Stock Twits here. We just go through technicals, try to find good trades. Any guys, look for high flyers like this. We're going to pick on these. Markets pull back. These are going to fall. Look at that. 2 months of just pain. Harrison 79. Are you looking for a long? Or are you stuck in a trade up in here? What do you think? Hey, what's up, buddy? Shop? All right, let's see here what we can do. CVNA, yeah, gosh, that's brutal. Let's try to find some support here. If you are in the long that got stuck up here. Excuse me, guys. Here's your first area. I mean, this is what it's holding, the $40 area. It's not bad. But looking at the 50 MA and then this pivot high, we consolidated, broke out. Consolidated, broke out. Just went too far too fast, guys, just like the rest of the markets. You're going to have good support here, but if it breaks 40, we're definitely going to go to 33 bucks. The markets sell off, we could possibly even test these $25 areas. If you are long from up in here, oh man, just hold tight. Let's put a retrace off this pivot here. This was a pretty good area. This is a fib retrace, guys. Yeah, I'm long on it now. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this isn't a bad area right here, guys. The $40 even number. Again, though, if the markets start to dump, this will go lower. 37.69 will be the next support, and then the 33 at the 50 MA. If the 40 area doesn't hold up with this one, guys, then I mean, it's beat down pretty good. 80, it's almost 50% down from the highs. Not 50, maybe 40% down. Gosh, just hold tight. I don't know when ER is coming on this one, but that's a B. I still like 33, guys. Make sure you got some left just in case it goes long. If you'd like this for a long-term hold, that's fine. But 33 doesn't hold, you're going to 30 bucks, maybe 25. Just be careful with this name. You are getting a little bit of a, sell off here. $35 would beat 90. I'm looking at the daily now, guys. 36 bucks, 200 MA. That's where I would have been interested on a short-term trade. You got the pivot here. That was at 36.62. Man, that's gonna be a line in the sand right here, guys. If it cracks through this area as well, then we're most likely going to the $30 area. Man, it's a butt kicking. Look at that bearish pattern. Fall, fall, fall. Now we're below the MAs, starting to, just hold on. The markets have to go up for this one to go higher, but good support around 36 as well if it continues lower. So for me, guys, I like the 36. I even like the weekly chart for more of a buy and hold trade right around the 33.30. I mean, it still can bounce here, guys. This is where it retraced and took off, so you're going to have support. But just beware, 40 breaks. You're going to hit 37 real quick and then 33.30 real quick. So make sure you're not going all in, buddy. Small positions right now, because if this SPY and the IWM, these things start to dump heavy, you better just step aside on these markets, period. So that's CVNA, Carvana, I think it is, or whatever. Yeah, just be careful with this one. It was a high flyer. I mean, this thing went $8 back in 2017 to 72. Needs a break. And if it really starts to come in, then you're looking at the $20 area down in here. Actually, let's see. Trend line down here too. Yeah, 20. Not that to say it's going to go straight down, guys, but you got good support with the green line. You got a little bit oversold. This could get a dead cat bounce, go up for a little. If you get that nice bounce, $4, $5, $6, it's just trail the stop and don't let it go against you. But yeah, it's not a bad area here with this pivot. So good luck to you on that trade. We are not in this one at all. We don't have anything on this. We're actually going, me and my members, guys, we're going slow and steady right now. I haven't taken a trade other than intraday stuff. We took a PayPal, an Apple trade, a PM trade, and a SPY trade today. And we're out of everything but PM and half of Apple. If Apple pulls back one more time, we'll be done with that trade as well. But it looks like the SPY's catching a little bit of a bid. Let's go to the SPY real quick, and then we'll go to shop. Is that a head and shoulder forming on the daily? For which one, J. David? Was that for the Carvana? But SPY, guys, we're catching a little bit of a bid. We're still below the MAs, though, so it's going to have to really push here. We do have pretty good volume on the day, so I could see this thing possibly turning around and selling off. But we're holding the same pivots as is yesterday of the 275, 275.50 area on the charts from yesterday, and we're holding the 50% retrace on this 60-minute CVNA. All right, let's go to that, then we'll go to shop. CVNA. Head and shoulder, let's see, on the daily time frame, sir. I don't see anything on the daily. Which time frame, J. David? Let's go weekly. Weekly. I mean, I guess if we go up here and make another one, you can make a case for that. But we got a small left shoulder, big head. Yeah, if we retrace back up, you could play that as a head and shoulder. So if you retrace back up into this area, 55, 56, you could probably take that as a short. But no, I don't see a head and shoulder on this one. Let's see. Let's go to the 60 minutes. I'm not sure what time frame you're looking at here. But no, I would say no. But if it does retrace, we could definitely see a head and shoulder here on CVNA. So that's something. If you retrace, short this thing with both hands, SPY pulls back, everything else pulls back, then you'll be getting a good trade on this one too. So let's go to shop. Man, this one was brutal. We shorted again, got paid again on shop. This one we shorted here, shorted here, shorted here. Got paid over. You had it. Okay, yeah. So one more time on the VNA. If that thing pops up one more time, then we'll be looking for the head and shoulder pattern. But shop, guys, ugly, ugly, ugly. If it does not hold the 126.87 area, then we will be testing this area here around 112. Earnings will make a case for this one right now. That's why we're not playing a lot of names. Oh, no problem, David, with the our Carvana. Earnings are going to make or break these markets, guys. A lot of pops, we're shorting into it like Netflix. A lot of drops, we'll go long maybe for a day, but if the markets start to sell, we're going straight back down, guys. Shop is ugly though. Gosh, look at that. Let's go to the bigger time frames. Weekly, man, yeah, this is another. Let's look at the monthly. Is it another high flyer? Yeah, look out. 117.06 will be the first target. If that gets hit, guys, we could definitely see 112, 100 area. So just look out for shop. This is another high flyer. This thing was a $19 stock in 2016. It hit 180 with some big candles on the monthly. You got the epic retrace, got all the longs back on, and then they took it to the house, guys. Be careful with this one. Easy 117. Gosh. This isn't the best pivot down here, but I'm going to take the pivot. Let's just see where we are. 121, 122.81 is the 618. 111.26 is the 750. Yeah, that reversal's brutal, guys, on the monthly. If we're halfway, well, we're a little more than halfway through the month. If this thing closes a little bit lower, you better look out. God, nice reversal though on the monthly. But daily chart, short term, it needs to hold this and the gap fill right here. If it does not hold, I mean, it's trying, guys. I mean, you got even a little bit of a head and shoulder. Let's look at this too. At this downtrend line too. That's trying to hold. So I guess if we can hold that one, I don't like it as much. I like upsloping trend lines when it hits it to hold. Downsloping trend lines is a little bit weaker in my opinion. Let's see if we can find anything else though. Just see. Let's go to the weekly. I'm just looking for trend lines, guys. I mean, there could be a trend line right in here. Let's see. I just want to see if we're holding anything. That's not a bad one here. It's starting to crack through. Even on the weekly, we're below the 50 MA2, which is another weak stance too. So you gotta just go slow on these names. They got everybody on the retrace, and now they're slapping them in the face again. I mean, look at these retrace. I mean, this one here we broke out. Everyone, oh man, it's Shopify, and then boom, pulled it back, retraced it up, pulled it back, retraced it up, pulled it back again. I mean, we short. We even went short here. I believe we went short here. We have a lot of trades on this one on the year or in the last couple of years. So just keep an eye on that one there. If you're new on the room, just punch up a symbol. Let me know if you want to go long or short, or if you're in a trade, and hopefully I can help you out on this, possibly looking at it in technical analysis, guys. But this is your line in the sand, and it looks like it's cracking it. Let's see if we can break through it and go a little bit lower. So again, though, earnings, guys, are going to shape these markets. If we start getting good earnings on Apple, Amazon, Nvidia's down another 8, though. Wow. Getting creamed today, guys. Getting creamed. So let's see here. Copy. And let's see here. So SPY's holding the, let's go back to the SPY. 10 minutes. So it's holding the 50 MA, the 20 MA is holding this thing down a little bit. You also have the 50 MA on the 60-minute chart, but it's holding the 200 MA on the daily chart. That's the one that I'm looking at right now. 200 MA on the daily is right around the 276.50 area, and that's what we're holding right now on this little bit of a dip. And we're holding this support from yesterday as well, so you got to watch out for that. So let's see here. Hold on here. I am long calls on USO. Google. All right, let's look at Google. I'm actually short the USO, guys. I've been adding as this thing's been going up. We're actually in the money a little tiny bit on this trade now, but look at that though. We were just short adding, and then look at the pullback, guys. The U.S. and everyone around the world with all their QE and all their printing, no one needs higher oil prices, guys. This was a run by the Fed. This is my thoughts on this. So we were low for 2 years, guys. Economy's rolling. This is the Fed's way of bringing this up, and let's see how much the consumer can handle with higher oil prices. This is the experiment, guys. They can't look at this. Since this day here, look at that kill on the USO, guys. And this is right when QE3 ended. We're at the lows. Then it kept going. No QE. They were still propping the markets up. You know, Uncle Benny, Grandma Yellen, and Uncle Jerome now. But look at that. They brought it right to the lows. The consumer can handle lower oil prices. Everything's going good. Consumer, what else? The economy is going good. Oh my gosh, everything's great again. So now with the higher oil prices, this is the test. They're going to keep it up here. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. We cannot handle higher oil prices right now. We're into some pretty big resistance up in this area, right around the 618 at 1643. And that's where it's stalling out. So if you're long calls on the USO, be very careful with that. Not what I wanted to hear. Yeah. So, you know, just be careful. I'm short this one. We actually went in. We caught down move. We've been caught in the down move. The head and shoulder, though, this one got disrupted, so this one is not intact anymore on the USO. But if we continue higher on this one and then we do one more pop-up, a new head and shoulder can be formed here. But right now, I'm thinking we got lower prices for oil to come, so just be careful if you are long oil. I know a lot of the talking heads are talking oil's going higher, but again, we cannot. This is a huge experiment with the QE, with the buying the bonds. These guys have no clue how to unwind this thing. So now we're in a territory that's pretty much uncharted, guys. If you are long in any positions, just be careful. No problem, Todd. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's, let's go to the daily. I mean, we had a nice pullback here. You know, I'm thinking we're going to start filling these gaps. For me, at least, I'll be out of this trade at 13 bucks or so. 13 bucks I like. I mean, this is going to be good support here. You take a Fibonacci from a shorter term level right to the 618, and that's where we're trying to bounce. And they're trying to hold this 50 MA, but look at that, down, sideways, down, sideways. That if we don't get above the 50 MA and above this area in here, or even the 20 MA and gap fill, it's going to retrace, and I think we have another leg down. So gap fill here, we have a gap, you know, gap fill down in here, and then double bottom around 1354, 45 or so. So SPY's pulling back a little bit more. IWM's at the, not at the lows, but trying to reach them. SPY, or the Dow Jones Industrial pulled back real nice. It almost went, I think it went negative for a couple minutes there. But the comp, or the NASDAQ and the Russell, just the weak horse on the day, guys. Russell keeps leading the way down. You better look out. I've always said that since I've been on Stock Twits and all that stuff. And I'm going to stick with that process. Let's look at Google. Look at Google L. Everything's the same, guys. You know, SPY starts dumping. This is what we're doing. We had a nice retrace back into the 200 MA and straight back down, guys. We're trying to hold this 618 here. Let me make sure I got pivots. So we're off this pivot low here. We're onto the pivot high here with a Fibonacci level, okay? The Fib, it's holding the 618 and these pivots and gap fill right here. So gap fill was at 199.70, which is the big even number at 1100. That is great support right there, as well as this trend line that we kissed the other day as well. Did we fill this gap? Yeah, if that gap wasn't filled, we filled it then. That's where we got the nice bounce. But look what's happening, guys. Every bounce in these markets is led with more selling pressure. Smart money, guys, they were out around here. They were distributing a long time ago. Dumb money's trying to chase this stuff. So as a Google trade, it would have been right here on the pop. Get out. You would have had 1080 to 1137 in and out. Calls would have been cranking and done. Actually, I would have pulled them off here. We took an Nvidia trade and a Amazon trade when we were bottoming out. We got 1 day out of them. Actually, they were short. We were shorting puts, playing the decay. Boom, in and out, done. We took the SPY trade a little bit earlier. Got beat up on that one a little tiny bit. And then the DIA one too. We just cut that one too when we started hammering down again. So got to be careful in these markets. We got a little bit irrational action going into earnings. So you got to be very, very careful. Earnings are good. I think they're going to pop these things and drop them, guys. But Google, here's your big trend line here. As long as it's holding this one, you're okay if you're in a long. If it starts to crack that trend line, you know, in earnings, guys, 50-50. If you got to play earnings, make sure it's a smaller position. That's what I preach to my members all the time. Smaller positions makes it easier when you're in pain. But honestly, at the end of the day, markets start to dump. The 200 MA on the weekly time frames, those will be my targets for all these stocks. Period. Daily chart, 200 MA was the target. We're below that now, holding this, holding gap fill, holding these pivots down in here. Next big area support, 1061. So I'm still in Apple. Let's go back to Apple real quick. I'll come back to Google. I got to keep an eye on this one. I am short this one. We took a scalp trade or a day trade. We are in it. We pulled half off here, added it again there, pulled half off down here. I want to see one more. I might actually hold on to this one. We'll see. Apple is pulling back a little bit again. We are up on this trade, so if it does come down, we're about $1.10, $1.20 up on the trade right now again, and we're only in half on this trade. So we took that one there. Let's see what else. Let's go back to Google and PM too. This one just won't pull back, but we'll see. Markets start to dump. This one will start to sell, and we'll get out of this one too. We took a trade yesterday on it. We added a little bit more today as well. We'll see what happens. It was up on earnings. As long as we stay below the 200 MA here in the $90 area, we'll be all right. If it gets above there, then we'll have to just take a small stop out and move on with this trade. So, guys, if you're new to the room, punch in a symbol. Let me know what you want me to look at, long or short. If you're stuck in a trade or if you're looking to get into something, pop it in there. Let's take a look at this. So PM, guys, we're in that one too. If you want to short this one, short it here. If it gets above the 200 or the 90 area and continues higher, you're just going to have to stop out with a couple dollar stop out. Keep it tight, keep it smaller, make it easier on yourself. These all-in trades, you're just going to get stressed, and that's too much for me. So the SPY's pulling back a little bit more. Notice how Apple's pulling back a little bit more. Let's go to the SPY. Yeah, there you go. We're right back almost to the lows. There you go. So SPY's goes lower, guys. If you're in a short trade, that's going to take everything down with it. I don't care what it is. Gosh, and still looking at Netflix. Netflix was a good one. I want to do more of these live sessions, guys, so watch for them on StockTwits. Don't forget to subscribe to on this on my YouTube channel, or become a member, guys. It's $30 a month. It's not any big deal, and we're going to be doing a lot more live sessions and a lot more day trading and scalping. Like I said, we took Apple today. We took PayPal short today. We took the SPY short today, which we're out already, and we're still stuck in the PM trade. Apple, we're only half out, so but we did it. We took half, added again, took half out again, and then we're holding tight on Apple. So if we start dumping, gosh, where are we? 93 million with an hour left. We're not in any confirming downtrend or anything. Dow Jones only 43 up. We're going to see where this one goes. So look at that. Gosh, right. I knew it too. Volume was coming in pretty good here. We push it up. What do we hit, guys? This is why we took the SPY trade. 20 MA, even number at 279, 280 resistance coming up. You have the double top gap filled just in case it pushes higher. That was the right thing. Look at that, right back down. Gets below the 50 MA here. Now it's getting weaker, guys. So we're testing that 276.08 area. That was the area we were trying to hold the other day. Looks like it's doing okay there. So what else are we looking at? Gosh, Apple just won't give it up. Caterpillars at the lows of the day. BA falling apart. Nvidia, though. Gosh, let's look at this one. But this is the one we took on a day. Wow, look at that breaking down. I did a video the other day. We're talking about these bearish patterns, guys. They're selling this one off into earnings, guys. This was the stock of the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days sideways. There it goes. Next area for Nvidia. Gosh, I'm looking at this gap fill here. 217 possibly. Earnings are coming up though, guys. So that's the wild card in all these. I want to go to the bigger time frame. Yeah, if this Nvidia doesn't hold this weekly chart, look at that, and it's closing down here today. Yeah, I'm thinking 209. This thing starts to rumble, guys. 280. I'm telling you, weekly time frames, 200 MAs will be the targets. If these markets fall apart, we're going to 111, guys. 111. Holy crap. AMD. I got cooked on this trade. Bam, right back in, guys. I added. This, I knew this one's slow and steady, 9 to 34. Everyone thought higher prices. It was like, all right, this is just flat out ridiculous. Almost in the money on this trade. I was upside down. I admit it, but I wasn't. I didn't have a loaded up position, guys. You got to take the right size position where you can handle the pain. 21.85. When this one's all said and done, unless it pops on earnings, we're going to be at 15 bucks, and I'll be taking my profit and saying thanks a lot. On to the next one, and then go from there. All right, guys, again, if you're new to this room, I will be doing more live sessions on StockTwits. I was doing them for a while, a couple years ago, and then got involved with some other people, consulted for a little while, and I'm back into doing the live streams, working with my members on technical analysis, reading the charts, and go to my website, sign up, it's free. Go subscribe here, all that good stuff, and like the video, all that good stuff. Whatever, guys. I love this. I breathe this stuff, and just trying to find the next best trade. But let's go on the monthly chart on AMD. Again, if you want me to look at a symbol, punch it up, guys. We'll look at it. Here's was big resistance right here at 27.90. The next area was going to be this one here around the 42, 43, 40 area. You can clearly see that on the charts. But draw a trend line. This high through that. This was the spot, guys. Right in the $30 area. And I made a video, talking to people about this. And plus, if you take the retrace from this low to this high, actually this high here, the last recent high, 750 retrace right there. That's huge resistance on the charts, guys. Todd, no. In the member session, we're going to do it more in the mornings and just do quick scalps, in and out trades. We'll look for swing trades. We'll look for any type of trades just to make money. We took the SPY today. We took PayPal today. We took Apple today. And we're in PM. We took PM yesterday on an earnings play. We had a little bit more short shares today. We're going shares on this stuff. Puts and calls are a little bit tough because these markets are really, really erratic. So I want to, go slow and steady. That's why a lot of the trades we've covered in the last couple of weeks, and now we're just kind of sitting on our hands doing more day trade stuff or a couple day holds and just trying to get through the earnings season. So that's what we're doing in this. But typically, I haven't been doing a lot of live sessions in the members, but more Twitter, more videos for them, and more just trade setups and stuff like that. Todd, it's $30 a month, man. Just keeping it cheap, and because I don't really need to do it, but I like the fact that people have to pay, so I kind of keep the trolls out. That lot of people, guys, just coming in, ripping and doing this and whatever. But I love teaching people. I love looking at technicals, and hopefully I can help all you guys on your next trade so you're not getting your butt kicked. And believe me, I get my butt kicked too. I'm not, I have losers, believe me. But if I'm going to do it, I'm going to take them small positions, just like AMD, guys. I was getting my butt reamed, but you know what? If you have a big trading account, you can have 10,000 shares. But if you have a smaller trading account, 500 shares, 1,000 shares, 200 at a time as these things are going up. This is the Eiffel Tower, guys. What goes up will come down. I wouldn't doubt this thing comes right back to 15 bucks. So just be very careful in these markets. All right, let's see. What's your take on F? I'm looking at buying puts, even though I've avoid making decisions prior to earnings. Yeah, that F, that might be a tough one. Yeah, but I wouldn't touch this one yet. Monthly charts looking weak. Yes, it is. Earnings, I mean, the puts would have been bought right here on the retrace, and then back in July. Ford, I see what you're seeing. I mean, we're starting to get. Let's see if we're getting some our support here. I see what you're looking at. It's really, I mean, we're in a massive downtrend too on this one, so I would just be real careful with this. Yeah, if it recaptures this 882 area, Ford could get a bounce here. It really can. If it does not, trying to see, look at that. So you had almost a little gap fill right here too, right on this candle at 838. Yeah, if we get above this level right here, do not buy the puts. Okay, you could give it a shot, but I mean, after this is where you would have took. This is where you would have taken the trade. And this is what I look when I go short, guys. This is what I look for. All right. This is the setup I look. You look for a nice steep move down. You need to look for the retrace. I wouldn't have taken this. I would have waited a little higher because we did get above the moving averages on the weekly chart that show some strength. But maybe we got some news here, and that's why it's taking it down. That's why you just got to be careful in this one. We cracked through double bottom. You're below the MAs in a weak stance. But here's your 884 area. If it holds it, you're getting some volume too on this one. See how we got the volume on this one here? And then see how it reversed. Now you're starting to get more volume on this fall. So maybe $8, maybe that's the area. But here what this would have been your action right here. You would have started nibbling here. If it went up a little bit more, I would have even loved the 200 MA hit and then the downside. So this one came a little bit short of the 618 and then boom, down. But that's your area right here, 884, $8. If it holds that, you're most likely going to go up because you're coming off of an oversold condition. You know, earnings, of course, anything can change with that. You know, so that's something you got to look for. Let's see here. Todd, no problem. Kartik, lots of air gap. Yeah, there's some gaps down there. You got it. Great. Thanks for the hey, no problem, bud. Yeah, I mean, that's why, I mean, look at this. I mean, you know, that's why I'm trying to build up my members. I'm trying to do more live streams. All you guys throw out new symbols and stuff. This would have been an epic short right here. Even this one right here. Look at the retrace on this. I mean, this one was a little choppy. This would have been it right here. So right here, we get the pop. The retrace kind of stalls out, comes right back in, falls, gets the retrace here, coming off of this. Let's see. Let's take the retrace on this. From this low to that high. So we come right back into the 50% retrace coming off this, and then boom, right back down. I love this setup though, guys. This is a great, this is what you ask for when you're going short. Then you can use this high as a stop out if you had to. Look at that, boom, right back down. So if the markets are weak, if the SPY continues to dump, these will go lower, period. All right, let's go ROK, Roku, whatever that might be. We just covered our short in this one, my members. Everyone was cheering this one on to go higher. And what were we doing, guys? We were shorting this one. So we covered it when we got that down move last week. We even had short calls. We even shorted calls on this one. And we did short shares. So let's see here. We had to add a couple times on this one. Let me tell you, I mean, this is a beast. When this one starts going, guys, I mean, you start looking at double top here, and we went from 58 to 70, 78, I think it was. Yeah, 77, 59. Crazy stuff. For Caesar, for the Roku, what are you looking at? Gap fill? What are you looking at for a long or a short on this one? We just covered our short, so we got paid on that one. I don't know if we did. Did we do it again? We have almost 400 trades on the years, guys. 400 trades, 300 winners, 76 losers, and about 20 open, I think, at this point. Maybe a couple more. We did take a couple other trades that were just in and out. Yeah, we shorted calls again on this one, ROKU, on 10/1. October 1975. So today, we got out of them a while back. We pulled them off, I think. We tried to get 50% it. Yeah, we pulled them right off at $2. So, which now I'm sure they're a hell of a lot lower. So, going into short from 47. Short 47. Can you take a look at Microsoft? Yeah, I can take a look at Microsoft. Caesar, short. Are you short at 47? So a little bit underwater. You should be all right, man. I mean, that's, gosh, if you had room to add more, holy crap, you could have added more up in here. We are holding this support down in here, but markets sell. I mean, you got earnings too. So earnings are going to be, that could pop up on earnings. But if you're short from 47, yeah, I mean, this thing, love the pullback, guys. Market's weak. This could definitely go down lower. So just hold tight. I'm thinking of buying puts to 47. Um, we're hitting support on the weekly chart on the 20 MA. This is where it bounced. It kissed it here, bounced, came right back, retraced, and right back down. So that's telling me a little bit weak. Gosh, the puts would have been up in here. Puts short term. Let's look at that. Oh, yeah, you got the gap fill right there. Okay, yep, filling the gap. Yep. If you hold gap window at 52.36, this can stall it out a little bit. If it cracks right through this area and then this pivot high at 51.74, that's the area it can hold too. If the markets can sell, this can go right through. The 200 MA will be target. Puts aren't bad. Just don't load the boat because you do have this nice pullback off this retrace. The puts would have been bought right here. Again, down, you get the retrace. That the puts would have been right here, guys. Or you patiently wait for a little bit higher retrace to do it. It's tough. Maybe go out November, December. You know, give yourself a little bit of time just in case. But yeah, I would wait for another pop on earnings if it does, and then buy some puts. If it drops into this area, then you're going to buy some calls. So that's the way I would play this one. It's a little bit tough. I'm looking at the daily chart. Yeah, daily. The puts would have been right here. Inside bar. As long as it stays below this bar and doesn't close above that, that would have been the trade. Okay, thank you, man. Been subscribed since March. Yeah, thanks, Caesar. I don't know if we talked before, but yeah, this is, wow. That would have been it right here. I mean, of course, after the fact, guys, it's always easy to see the trade. But yeah, that, you know, just like the Ford trade, guys. Same crap, especially in a weak market. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for retraces. Let's look at the retrace. This one was shallow though. I would have liked to seen the 50 or the 618 retrace hit and then down. So, but this inside bar with a little bit of volume, that's what you would have been looking for. A nice retrace, boom, and then the next wave down. But yeah, definitely with how this thing's looking, we could definitely go to 56 and maybe even lower. So give it a shot. Just go small. I'm happy today. Nvidia paid. Nice, man. Yeah, Nvidia's just getting the beat down. There we go. Spy's catching a little bit of a bid. So there goes Apple up in my face. I'm only holding half a position. Still in the money a little bit. I might just cut my Apple and be done with it. So stop screwing around. We're getting you get a little bit too cute in these markets, guys. Next thing you know, they're taking all your money. And you're sitting there, huh? What just happened? So yeah, so it can hold this area. This isn't bad. You got gap window, you got gap fill, you got this little try to break out, and it came right back in. Then look what they did. Instead of dealing with this resistance, what they do, they gap it up over it. The gap up and keep it going, guys. And look, and they kept it going. Look at that. Wow, for months. Everybody's hopping in. CNBC's hyping it. Hurry. Buy the dip. Right? Holy cow. All right, Joey, what's up, buddy? Let's go into PVTL. PVTL. What are you looking to do on this one? Let's just look at it. Let's go. I'm going to go to a bigger time frame. I just want to see what's going on with this thing. Yeah, not a lot on the charts, guys, other than a gap up and a crap out. Holding double bottom here right at 1758. If 1758 gives away, it's going lower. That's it. There's not a lot on the chart, so I can't really give you too much. Daily, just ugly. Coming from a high pivot, that's what usually happens. You'll get the kind of the bounce. Look where you're bouncing in. You're bouncing from this low, this little bit of consolidation. Everyone thinks, oh, buy the dip, and then look at that. They just take it to the house. Just not a lot of information on the charts. I can't really. I mean, you're holding this area. As long as you're holding this, look at that gap fill. Right the gap fill, guys. Fills the gap straight up. If you're trying to go long in this one, just be very careful. We can easily go right back down to 15 bucks and then lower. This was a just typical gap and crap. Everybody got in. Look at this. Oh, here it goes. I'm sure they were upgrading it. Kramer had it, this and that, blah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, it's down. But look at this one, guys. All right, here we go again. Retrace. We're going to take it from this candle here. This is a weekly. I'm going to take it from this retrace, this to this high. This was the play again. Look at this. So it goes up, comes down, retraces to the 750, holds this green candle low, pops up again, retraces to the 750. That would have been the short. This would have been the in and out short. Look at that. You cannot ask for a better setup. Drops it, pops it, and then down right back to the lows, guys. Long-term hold, believe in the company, seems driven by earnings. Yeah, if it starts cracking 15 in the 17.23, I mean, this is some ugly selling, guys. I understand you believe in the company. I get that, but you know, when you get a stock that goes 15 to 31 and then slaps back, comes in, I would probably expect lower prices, especially after these sell candles, especially with this kind of volume in here too. See the volume in this candle on the weekly, what did that lead to? Some more selling. When we dropped it below the 2056 in the close, that's when it kind of stalled and then right back down. So just be very careful with this one. If it's a long-term hold, I get that, but just have some on the sideline just in case it goes to 15 to 10, because it could. There's still not a lot on the charts that, you know, to tell me, but gosh, this little sell here, this guy, and then you get the pop and then right back in. The sellers came right back in and dumped out. And remember, you buy up here and you're left holding the bag when it pulls back. When it goes right back to where you bought, right around the 28.50, 29 bucks, you're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm out. I'm back to break even. I'm not going to mess around with this stock anymore. So everyone was buying up here, or who didn't, you know, who bought down here, who didn't sell up here. These guys become sellers because, man, when it comes right back down, you're like, oh my gosh, I bought this thing at 18 and went to 31. Now it's at 21. Oh my gosh, I didn't sell. You get the retrace one more time, then boom, you just say, you know what, I'm done. And that was the smart move to take. You get that retrace. Of course, it could have went up. It's easy to see after the fact, but these are the plays I love to play. Get the retrace and boom, straight back down. So that's what I look for in a lot of these shorts. That's why I love the short high flyers. We were short 3M at one point. Now this was another one. 3M. Why are you shorting 3M? Well, look at the monthly. Extended here. You get extended from the 20. It's coming back in. Look at this. Great bear pattern. 3M is going lower, guys. 108 when it's all said and done. The market's pulled back. 108. 200 MA. Well, no. Hold on. Now I'm a little ahead of myself on this one, but the 200 MA on the weekly chart, 184. So that's a little better. But look at that inside bar. Look at this. Retraces to the highs. This is where you take the short right there. If it gets above the 50 and continues, dump. Get out of it. Cover it or stop out. Gets back up to this one. This is where you take the next one. So we took a couple shorts on this one. Let's go back to the monthly on 3M. Who shorts 3M? And I know, AMD testing 24, right? I was upside down in that one. Here it comes. Gonna get paid on that one too. I'll post my winner too. Yeah, I was upside down getting my butt kicked, Caesar. I understand that. I'm not, again, I have losers, guys. I don't have all winners, but let me tell you, we've been kicking ass this year, almost 80% on our trades, winning trades, all posted out for my members on Twitter, all exit prices, all entry prices, all dated, everything, guys. 30 bucks a month. It's not a big deal. I went through some chat rooms, I was paying 200 a month. These guys taught me a lot of stuff. And now for me, it's 30. Make it simple. 30 bucks, 360 a year for some consulting. Not a big deal. But yeah, we took a short here, 3M covered, and then we started adding right here. We got our ass kicked on this one too. But it was like, no way. Look at this move, guys. 70 bucks to 260 for 3M. No, this is a slow, steady stock. This is one that goes parabolic. That's why these markets, guys, be very, very careful. Apple, gosh, this one's really being a you know what. Do you give the live trades or weekly updates on entry position? Yeah, you know what? I give I'm trying to do that more, to be honest with you. It's a little bit tough because it's only me. But if stocks, you know what I tell my members, a lot of them are share positions. I'll tell them, hey, guys, it's going up, away. This can go a little bit higher. You got to go slow and steady on this one. Just take it one day at a time, guys. You know, when I take positions, guys, I have a pretty decent size accounts. I was in 50, 60 short share trades. All of them manageable. I don't want to get in $100,000 positions or $500,000 positions. I'd rather be in $50,000, $20,000 positions, because when these pull back, they're easier to manage, guys. That's how I trade. I have a bigger account than most people. I get that. I started 11 years ago with a $30,000 account, and I busted my ass all the way to this to accumulate wealth and be able to trade, guys. That's how it makes my life easier. I'm almost 50 years old. I want less stress in my life. Even the scalp trades at this point start to stress me out. But if you take smaller positions, it's easier to handle. Believe me, guys, these all-in trades just whoop your butt. And then when they go against you, you start to panic. And the next thing you know, you sell or cover if you're short, and it goes the right way, and you just sit there and go, oh my gosh, if I would have just held. But when you take huge positions, it's no good. It's a little bit at a time, guys. I consulted a guy. We'd go $10 million positions. And I begged him, let's just do $1 million positions, guy. Just small. Let's go $10 million positions so we can handle these. And if we have to add more, you know, when you trade the Amazons, the price lines, the Googles, the CMGs, the Teslas, you got to have room. Yeah, this one, where are we? I'm almost upside down, but like I said, we shorted, covered, shorted, covered. I'm in half a position. I almost at break even. You know, again, we should have just took it all off and said thank you. Again, you know what? Being a pig, get a little bit slaughtered, but, you know, I made pretty good money in the other trades. We did take PayPal short today. Almost picked it off, 4 cents off the top. And then, of course, we covered right here and then went straight down. Now it's catching a bid. But why are we catching a bid, guys? SPY's moving up. IWM's moving up. Look, SPY's catching a bid. Where's everything going? Higher. End of the day. End of the day rally. Why not? But yeah, I'm going to give live trades more on my private feed with my members. A lot of my members, they like the swing trades. I short puts, I short calls. A lot of them aren't intraday action. I'm trying. That's why I'm doing a live session today. I'm trying to get more people intraday, and so we can find more trades, guys. I'm only one guy trying to, you know, hunt for trades all the time. Yeah, look at the SPY holding the 200 MA. I only can do so much in one day, guys. But we picked off a couple good ones today. I'm sure PM, that one's going up too, I'm sure. Of course it is. Gosh, it was starting to pull back when the markets, and then it freaking held it. If you did sign up today, I'll get into my Twitter feed as well. It's a private Twitter feed, and then I run the private YouTube feed as well. So we can do that as well. So, oh, Microsoft, sorry, bud. As I start blabbing away. Microsoft, yeah, this one was another one, high flyer. Yeah, look at that, down. See the retrace again to this inside bar. That's the spot. It's got to hold that big inside bar with that volume. We had nice volume on this one on the push up. Again, guys, so a lot of stuff's going into earnings, so be careful with these. Yeah, a little bit weak. We're back below the 50 and the 20 MA. Chopped around. As long as we stay inside this big bar, we get above 111.50, then this can go higher, definitely, and get above the 20 and the 50 MA too. On a closing basis, and then get some follow through with a little more volume, this could possibly go higher. But again, what is this one, guys? Monthly chart. High flyer. 88's my price target right now. Look at that. 2016, everything just took off. This is the Fed. Fed-induced rally, guys. Straight up for 2 years. It's almost time. We're in a 10-year bull rally. Be very, very, very careful in these. And you get stocks like this, guys. Look at this. That's the Eiffel flipping tower. 2013, it was a $26 stock. 115. All these are so overvalued, it's stupid. So that would be my price target, 88 bucks. If you're long, just take some profits. I mean, it doesn't mean it could gap up. If this is what I'm doing with my members, if these things gap up, I am shorting all these stocks. Whatever stock that looks like this, I will be shorting. There's not too much more left in the tank here. The SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IYT pull back. These will tank. I guarantee it. So if you're long in this one, just protect it. You know, you can get that nice little pullback in the slingshot up, but we start dumping, markets are going to dump. First price target would be around 100. This is setting up for lower prices. Again, if you get back above the 50 and the 20, then possible higher prices, the gap fill, double top. If this stays in the lower end range, starts to slip, you still have gap fill here, double bottom at 104.33, but this will be the target, and then this low pivot here at 97.37. On Microsoft, man, I would, you could probably, you could take a couple going into 2019. No, I would short with shares with this. Options are a little bit tough because if they hold these markets up until, through New Year on good earnings and everything's great again, we could just stay right here and they're going to decay all these puts, guys. Even the calls, they'll probably take care of both sides. The big institutional players, because they don't want to pay out these options, guys. They really don't. Hey, I got the donkey on here. Watching my live stream like always. Hey, Donkey, just remember, I haven't done a live stream in 3 years. You do them every week, and you can't get 25 followers. Kind of funny, guys. But another troll. I'm sure he's in here now, but that's okay. I'm not going to mention him. Yeah, but yeah, going into options, you could probably take these out, but just be careful with this. If the SPY and everything starts dumping, yeah, you'll get paid. Right now with me and my members, we're just going slow and steady, guys. We haven't added any positions other than just doing a little bit of day trading here and there in the last week or so. But we took off. We just had, gosh, how many? 88. We had about 50 trades since like 8/16. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losers and 43 winners. So yeah, AMD 10. Yeah, that thing's getting smoked. Yeah, this other donkey was saying higher prices. It was pretty funny. And SPY 300 too. SPY 300. You're gonna get buried when it hits it. Yeah, okay, we'll see. Anyways, so let's see. AMD, yeah, 10% down. Yeah, AMD's getting its butt kicked. After watching video updates, I took out most of my long position, especially from Amazon. Just wanted to, oh yeah, no problem, man. You know what? Again, all the traders, including the donkey, we're all in here to make money and try to help people. That's what we're here to do. Whether I'm wrong or right, but if I'm going to be wrong, I'm going to have a small position. If you follow me on StockTwits, you see some of my large trades that I take. I don't normally post any of that stuff because those are very, very stressful trades for me when you're going in with huge positions. And when I take the money, I get the hell out. I show my stuff. Like the other donkey out there, he never shows anything, never shows broker confirmations, never shows trade confirmations. And it's funny, when he posts stuff, there's not even any trades going off or any options going off. So he's not even in a trade. But I try to show as much as possible with my stuff. But if you are a member and you see my Twitter feed, you know what I'm doing. You have my exit prices. You have when I add. You know when I'm trying to protect you with shares, buying puts, shorting calls, all that stuff, guys. In these type of markets, you have to go slow and steady. And for people watching Donkey, just wait. I'm going to do a couple more live sessions. We're going to get these things up. When I was doing them 3-4 years ago, we had it up almost to 100 people watching. And then I stopped, unfortunately. I should have kept them going. I would have had 500 people watching now. Guys, I love to trade, love to help people. That's what I do with the stock market or StockBookie.com. And I keep it cheap. I don't need to charge more. If I charge more, people just won't come. And honestly, guys, I don't need the money. It's just nice to have. Hey, if I get 82 people paying me right now, that's how many members I have. I started doing it in the beginning of the years. And yeah, StockBookie's my handle. And that's it. I don't really push it. I'm pushing it a little bit more because I'd like to get more people in these live sessions. You know, more people we have, the more money we can make. That's it. But missed a few higher moves, but that's okay. Is that your handle? Yeah, StockBookie on Twitter, all that stuff. So yeah. Once you what's your handle on? If you signed up, I'll get you in there. I'll send you an email to say, hey, welcome to StockBookie, all that garbage. And then let's keep trading, man. Like I said, right now during earnings, I usually slow things down and just take it one day at a time. So don't want to get into an earnings call and they're just ripping it in my face, or our face, I should say. It's a little bit easier to handle. But if you're going to go through earnings, smaller positions, guys. That's it. Small positions. So let's see here. So Microsoft, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, AMD. AMD's going to 40. Yeah, it looks like it. Hey, guys, we're in the money on this trade now. So I'm holding it. I think we're still going down to 15. I was in some pain. No big deal. Not a big deal at all, guys. So follow it on Twitter. All right, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I don't have a free membership or like a trial period. You got to sign up and just pay, and then I'll let you into the Twitter feed. So if you're not a paid member, you don't get into the private Twitter feed. Like I said, it's $30 a month. It's not, or yeah, it's not that big of a deal. No, I'm mostly staying out of the market given current times. Yeah, definitely. That's the smart thing to do. We got these people trying to buy the dip and trying to do this. I mean, we did step up to the plate the other day and bought some calls and shorted some puts. And like I said, we got the one bounce and it was done. Get out. Took a loss on what did we take? We went into the SPY 1 day too early. Our options were at 309. We got out at 94. So we got our butt kicked on that one a little bit. I was like, I'm out, I'm done. And which was the right move because yesterday I think they were pretty much at zero. We had the IWM at 252, and that one we pulled off at 203. So that one was a little bit, we could handle that one. But when we hopped in the other ones, we hopped into Nvidia. We shorted puts on that one. 685. We got out at 493. A little bit of gains on that one. And then the Amazon, we shorted puts on that one from 38.72, and we got out at 20.75. So that was an epic one. And it actually went down to $10 at one point. But I took the money and said, thank you very much. But we did get into the DIA. We bought puts at 403, got out at 450, a little bit of a profit. The best one we had was the puts or calls, I mean, on the DIA. Then we had calls on the Qs at 465, and we got out of those at 795. That was just a day, 1 day, 2 day hold, in and out. That's it. But I didn't want to, you know, when I post in trades and my members are in it, I hate losing, guys. But it's trading. That's what we do. We got to keep trading, keep the position small, and keep this thing going. So yeah, so here we are. We try to get above the 50 MA, recapture the 20 MA, but remember, down sideways here. We got above this candle again, but never confirmed. If we get some follow through on the 10-minute chart, we can actually possibly pop up into the close. But tall task. Where are we with Apple? Yeah, still in the money a little bit with Apple. And then what else here? Ah, look, there's the donkey. Oh, geez. Well, I'm going to block this guy. This guy's been massively wrong all year. This is the big this is the guy right here. Oh, funny stuff. Tell the people the truth. You don't even show your exit prices ever, man. Come on, Pedro. You got to step up to the plate, bro. Show an exit price. It's always, I sold everything because I'm getting my ass kicked. I really did. I really sold everything. No exit prices ever. They just go to the grave, guys. It's like, hey, your options are at zero. Did you sell? Oh, I sold those 3 weeks ago for a profit. Yes, no exit prices ever. Don't ever follow this guy, or actually for a good laugh. He posts videos of himself working out. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, this guy loves himself. I think he was trading out of his mom's basement for a little while. Hey, Pedro, show a broker confirmation, something that you took a trade, anything, something, then I might believe you. Oh, man. That's funny stuff. Here we go. See, he's trolling me he's the biggest troll here. I'm just going to have to block him. I'm done. Here, I'm going to put you in a timeout for now. Oh, funny stuff. Yeah, he's the original ass clown trader, guys. Poor Pedro. Never showing any of his trades or any of his confirmations. And then he tells me, my broker doesn't give me confirmations. It's like, what broker doesn't give you a confirmation? Oh, man. Yeah, trading is stressful. That's why I love sending this guy pictures of donkeys. He loves that. Yeah, he has workout videos on his trading video site. It's the funniest thing I ever seen. It's like I forgot what it's like. It's motivation. It's like, no, you love to look at yourself in the mirror, dude. And it maybe for someone who's 5'1", not bad, Pedro. Oh, funny stuff. I'm just gonna block this guy. And no, you know what? I'm gonna use it. I'm just gonna put him in a timeout. He's fine. He's the best promoter for my site. Actually, he talks about me all the time. Never posts any exit. I'm gonna post a new video, Pedro, about my 50 winners in the last month and a half. So watch for that one. But this guy's the best. He had so many losers in the beginning, about 5-6 months of the year, that those don't count though, because he's a paper trader. Look at his video. I don't know when it was, a couple months back, where he couldn't get the live session going, and right on the top it said paper trading account. and then he gave an excuse saying, I don't even know what his excuse was. See, you get a paper trading account when you don't have enough money to trade with somebody, because I think he uses the DC 2000 or whatever it is, and you get a paper trading account when you don't have enough funds in there to pay for the real trading charts. So he doesn't do live streams because it's all delayed by 15 minutes. Hard to do that. But anyways, that's enough talking about the big picture donkey. All right, guys. So SPY catching a little bit of a bid. We're holding the 20 MA here. Holding this inside bar though, but it's, this 276 area, that's a big area, but as well as the 200 MA on the daily chart. That's funny stuff. I knew he would show up today too. Don't worry though, guys. His new fake accounts will come as well. So yeah, a little entertainment. Exactly. Pedro, just show one confirmation I've been asking you for years. One. Just one. Yeah, I'm gonna remove him today. Oh, did I? Oh no, we're good. Man, there he goes. Hey, thanks again though for pitching my site though. I really do appreciate the free advertising. You're a moron. So all right, guys. So we're looking at this one. Apple's coming back on us. That was a trade that we took. Yeah, we're right there. I'm going to hold on to half of this trade, see what we can get. Market action pretty much choppy. We, following what the SPY's doing. IWM's catching a bid. The IYT, which are the transports, catching a bid. Maybe I should make a workout video. That would help people trade. Let's see what else here. I think that's about it though. So IYT. Qs, yeah, everything's catching a bid into the end of the day. But volume wasn't bad though on SPY. You do have to say that. We had a little more selling once we hit that 100 million mark. We're usually dumping out a little bit. But see, on the 60-minute chart, I'll open up the bigger time frame for you. So see how it's going here, guys. We got a nice dip. We had a nice rip. Dip again. Nice little retrace. Comes back down. We're still below all the MAs on the 60-minute time frame though. So they're going to have to try to close this thing above here to get any action on Monday, guys. Probably get some news over the weekend. Maybe a China trade deal. I haven't heard that in a while. China trade deal. We're close. we're close, really. And then what was the other one? The Mexico trade deal. They threw that one out there too. We're close. We promise. Get the rally and then boom. But man, this one was a great sell-off. So anyways, we're trying to get above the 50-week stance on the 60-minute chart. Weaker stance on the daily chart. I'm going to be doing a weekend update for my members, so watch for that. And then that's about it. Yeah, Caesar, that's pretty funny. Funny stuff. Let's see what else. Cat coming in. Oh, look at Cat. Jeez, falling apart. Gosh. Wow, they pumped it up and then they dumped it out. You know how many people are stuck up here? So if this thing does happen to get back up here, all the people who got stuck are going to become sellers. It's going to go right back down. Gosh, I mean, even look at this one, Caterpillar, guys. Look at the moves. This is just unhealthy action. Come on, Caterpillar, 138, 164, 131, 160, 131. Really? But this is a trader's dream. Short, short, short. Short here. Keep it going. You know. Holy cow, this is crazy. I mean, this is telling me this is talking to us. 3M is talking to us. Look at this action. BA, remember it was going up the other day. BA, oh my gosh, here it goes. BA's going again, right back down. Man, look at these moves. BA, this is making a top, in my opinion. It's taken a while. The bull market, the bull is hard to kill, guys. Hard to kill the bull. Got to give it one more hoo-ha. All-time highs. Dow's leading the way. Never going to stop. CNBC said so. Kramer even said. What did he say on Monday? Time to buy. Hurry. Oh, my gosh. But anyways, guys, we're trying to get through these markets like anybody else. Got to take small positions, slow and steady. If you don't know what you're doing, just stay out on the sidelines and just watch. Wait for good levels. Cat down here, gap fill. Maybe if it hits down here on earnings. Earnings might have happened already. I don't even know. But here, you have a trend line. See this one here. This is a pretty good trend line here if it comes into that action. Yeah, why not? You know, but you get that one dip and boom, you got to get the hell out. We had Amazon when we shorted the puts. We shorted puts right here. We got that one bounce. I just took it off the table. It came in, went up the next 2 days. This is when they went down to 10. But you know what? I don't want to take a chance. Not in a market that's dumping out like this with volume. You don't want to do that. Yeah, it's really hard to control. That's why you got to take small positions. Just slow and steady, guys. You start going heavy on anything, that's when you're going to get your butt kicked. That's what happened to the donkey. He went all in years ago and lost all his money, and now he's trying to do something. And got to show your exit prices, bro. Show the exit. Help your people. Man, and please keep plugging me. You're awesome. Dumb. Anyways, Nvidia, that one's getting smoked. That one's talking to us. But earnings, I think, next week or the next week after that. So this could be a play where they're just bringing it low and then popping it. This pops, we're going to do a couple day trades on this, or I'll short calls. You know, stuff like that, guys. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to close the session today, but watch for more in the next week or so. If you want to become a member, sign up. It's $30, and we'll be doing more of these live sessions, more day trades. We did take a day trade on the SPY, Apple, PM today, and PayPal. We're in PM still, half out of Apple. We went in, added again, went out again, did it twice. We're in a half a position in Apple. I might cut it at the end of the day and just say thank you very much. It was fun, and do it again next week. I do like the PM trade, though. We are in that one. But as long as it holds that or stays below the 200 MA, I'm going to stick with it. Let's go to the 10-minute. Yeah, 10 minutes still bouncing up on my face. So, but anyways, yeah, thanks for holding the live session. Yeah, no problem, guys. Again, I'm going to be pulling more of these. Maybe my buddy can come back. And actually, I do like the guy. I like making fun of him too. But he gets all serious and crazy. You know, we call him the wild donkey. But anyways, funny stuff, guys. You know, if you're going to show people where to trade, you got to put your exit prices. You got to put your entry prices. You got to have some stuff dated or something. You know, I do show some of my broker confirmations. If you look through my stock twits feed, you can see some of my massive trades on there too as well. Had some massive winners in this year, and had some massive losers too as well. So it's not all fun and games, guys, and sunny skies. Sometimes it's dark gray skies, and that's why right now take small positions and let's get through these markets. So, all right, guys, thanks for coming to the live session. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my videos. Don't forget to sign up. There's a free membership on my website, and there's a paid one. The free one will get you some videos. The paid one gets my Twitter feed in my live sessions and my videos too as well. We do daily videos every day. We do some weekend updates, and I'm going to be doing hopefully more of the live streams. I love interacting with people and trying to find the next best trade, especially when we get a winner, guys, and it's just kicking ass. There's nothing better than that, and everyone's making money. So, all right, guys, have a great weekend. Watch for my stuff, and let's see what next week's gives us. Had pretty good volume today. A little bit choppy in the options X on the 19th of October. So we'll see what the rest of the market gives us the rest of the month. All right, guys, God bless. We'll see you on the charts.